Hey and welcome to episode 30 of Dragon Age Origins. Last time we left off, we killed Morrigan's mother, Flemeth. Flemeth of the Kakare Wilds, or she is known as the Witch of the Wilds. I'm not sure actually if it's like actually her or if it's just like she's just taking on that role by now. But then again, it's said in a grimoire that we gave to Morrigan that Flemeth at some point in time always took on the form of her daughters. So who knows how old Flemeth might be. And I think since we gave Morgan's Flemeth's actual grimoire, perhaps she might have found out something already. So let's go ahead and talk with her and see if she's anything to say or not.
Do you realize that you've been smiling for hours now?
Have I?
Since the last time you and that fool Alistair shot glances at each other, in fact. He must be pleasant enough in bed, for surely I cannot imagine anyone enduring his conversation.
I happen to love him, you know?
More's the pity for you, then. 'Tis a bit sickening to watch you two, but I imagine it at least takes your mind from our situation. Have it your way.
What? Why does she disapprove of that? That's weird.
What comes, my friend?
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Perhaps it's here? So Flemeth is dead. What now?
Now I have enough time to study Mother's grimoire to find a way to prevent her from stealing my body in the future. For she will be back. One day, I have no doubt of that. And if I cannot protect myself, one day I will track her down again in whatever body she inhabits, and she will die again and again if need be.
Ooh,
But
so
there is
she
no
thinks...
need to think of such things now. I have you to thank for saving me, so let us return to the task of dealing with the Darkspawn, no?
So she thinks that Flemeth is gonna reappear again? Like we didn't fully kill her, so to say? You know you can always rely on me, right?
Too much could happen in days to come to make such promises. Yet I am grateful. Let us go. There is much to be done before... There is still much to be done.
See, she approves of that. And we also got massive magic now because of it. Nice. Like to see that. I think I will go over some of the codexes because I haven't done that in a while. And I believe we left off here at the history of the circle. It is a truth universally acknowledged that nothing is more successful at inspiring a person to mischief as being told not to do something. Unfortunately, the Chantry of the Divine Age had some trouble with obvious truths. Although it did not outlaw magic, quite the contrary. As the Chantry relied upon magic to kindle the eternal flame which burns in every brazier in every Chantry, it relegated mages to do lightning candles and lamps. Perhaps occasional dusting of rafters and eaves. I will give my readers a moment to contemplate how well such a role satisfies the mages of the time. It surprised absolutely no one when the mages of Valrayo in protest snuffed the sacred flames of the cathedral and barricaded themselves inside the core loft. No one that is but divine Ambrosia II, who was outraged and attempted to order an exalted march upon her own cathedral. Even her most devout Templars disencouraged that idea. For 21 days, the fires remained unlit while negotiations were conducted. Legend tells us by shouting back and forth from the loft. The mages went surely into exile in a remote fortress outside of the capital, where they would be kept under the watchful eye of the Templars and a council of their own elder magi. Outside of normal society and outside of the Chantry, the mages would form their own close society, the Circle, separated for the first time in human history. From Of Fire, Circles and Templars, A History of Magic in the Chantry by Sister Patrine, Chantry Scholar. So this is interesting. So that's basically how the Circle of Magi came to be. And then we also have the Harrowing. Among apprentices of the Circle, nothing is regarded with more fear than the Harrowing. Little is known about this rite of passage, and that alone would be cause for dread. But it is well understood that only those apprentices who pass this trial are ever seen again. They return as full members of the Circle of Magi. Of those who fail, nothing is known. Perhaps they are sent away in disgrace. Perhaps they are killed on the spot. I heard one patently ridiculous rumor among the Circle at Ravane, which claimed that failed apprentices were transformed into pigs, fattened up, and served at dinner to the senior enchanters. But I could find no evidence that the Ravani Circle ate any particular quantity of pork. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. Then we have the Maleficarum. It has been asked, what are Maleficarum? How shall we know them? I have been as troubled by this question as you. You have come to me for the wisdom of the Maker, but none have seen the Maker's heart save beloved Andraste. And so I have done as all mortals must, and looked to the words of his prophet for answers, and there I found respite from a troubled mind. For she has said to us, magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Therefore I say to you, they who work magic which dominates the minds and hearts of others, they have transgressed the Maker's law. Also Our Lady said to us, those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker. And so it is made clear to me, as it should be to all of us, that magic which fuels itself by harming others by letting of blood is hated by the Maker. Those mages who honor the Maker and keep his law we welcome as our brother and sisters. Those who reject the law of the Maker and the words of his prophet are apostate. They shall be cast out and given no place among us. From the Sermons of Justinia I. Then we also have the cardinal rules of magic. You must be under the misimpression that magic is all powerful. There are limits and not even the greatest mages may overcome them. No one, for instance, has found any means of traveling either over great distances or small ones beyond putting one foot in front of the other. The immutable nature of the physical world prevents this. So no, you may not simply pop over to Minrathous to borrow a cup of sugar, nor may you magic the essay you forgot in the apprentice dormitory to your desk. You will simply have to be prepared. Similarly, even when you send your mind into the fade, your body remains behind. Only once has this barrier been overcome, and reputedly the spell required 2/3 of delirium in the Definter Imperium, as well as the lifeblood of several hundred slaves. The result was utterly disastrous. Finally, life is finite. A truly great warrior may bring someone back from the very precipice of death, when breath and heartbeat have ceased, but the spirit still clings to life. But once the spirit has fled the body, it cannot be recalled. That is no failing of your skills or power, it is simply reality. From the lecture of the first enchanter, Wenceslas. Then we have the 4 schools of magic, spirit. And the voice of the Maker shook the fate, saying, in my image I have wrought. My firstborn, you have been given dominion over all that exists, but by your will all things are done, yet you do nothing. The realm I have given you is formless, ever-changing. Phrenodus 5:4. The first of the 2 schools of spirit is opposed by the primal school. It is the school of mystery, the ephemeral school. This is the study of the invisible energies which surround us all at all times, yet are outside of nature. It is from the fate itself that this magic draws its power. Students of the school cover everything from direct manipulation of mana and spell energies to the study of and summoning of spirits themselves. By its nature, an esoteric school, as most others know virtually nothing about the fate, studies of spirit magic are often misunderstood by the general populace, or even confused for blood magic, and unfortunate for a most useful branch of study. From the four schools, a treatise by first enchanter Josephus. And then we have Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons. It is challenging enough for a casual observer to tell the difference between the fate and the creatures that live within it, let alone between one type of spirit and another. In truth, there is little that distinguishes them, even for the most astute mages, since spirits are not physical entities and therefore not restricted to recognizable forms. For even having a form at all, one can never tell for certain what is alive and what is merely part of the scenery. It is therefore advisable for the inexperienced researcher to greet all objects he encounters. Typically, we misuse the term spirit to refer only to the benign, or at least less malevolent creatures of the fate, but in truth, all the denizens of the realm beyond the veil are spirits. As the chant of light notes, everything within the fate is a memory of your world. A poor imitation, for the spirits do not remotely understand what they are copying. It is no surprise that much of the fate appears like a manuscript translated from Tevinter into Orlesian and back again by drunken initiates. In general, spirits are not complex, or rather they are not complex as we understand such things. Each one seizes upon a single fact of human experience: rage, hunger, compassion, hope, etc. This one idea becomes their identity. We classify as demons those spirits who identify themselves with darker human emotions and ideas. The most common and weakest form of demon one encounters in the Fate is the rage demon. They are much like perpetually boiling kettles, for they exist only to vent hatred, but rarely have an object to hate. Somewhat above these are the hunger demons, who do little but eat or attempt to eat everything they encounter, including other demons. This is rarely successful. Then there are sloth demons. These are the first intelligent creatures one typically finds in the Fate. They are dangerous only on those rare occasions they can be induced to get up and do harm. Desire demons are more clever and far more powerful, using all forms of bribery to induce mortals into their realms. Wealth, love, vengeance, whatever lies closest to your heart. The most powerful demons yet encountered are the pride demons, perhaps because they, among all their kind, most resemble men. From Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons by Enchanter Orzammar. And then we have the Veil. I detest this notion that the veil is some manner of invisible curtain that separates the world of the living from the world of the spirits. Whether it be called the Fate or the Beyond is a matter of racial politics I refuse to indulge in at the moment. There is no this side and that side when it comes to the veil. One cannot think of it as a physical thing or a barrier or even a shimmering wall of holy light. Thank you very much for that immature perfection. Think of the veil instead as opening one's eyes. Before you opened them, you saw our world as you see it now, static, solid, unchanging. Now that they are open, you see our world as the spirits see it, chaotic, ever-changing, a realm where the imagined and the remembered have as much substance as that which is real more, in fact. A spirit sees everything as defined by will and memory, and this is why they are so very lost when they cross the veil. In our world, imagination has no substance. Objects exist independently of how we remember them or what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds, and perhaps this forms the nature of a demon's attraction to them. Who can say? Regardless, the act of passing through the veil is much more about changing one's perspective than a physical transition. The veil is an idea, it is an act of transition itself, and it is only the fact that both living beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. From a desertion on the fate as a physical manifestation by Marino, senior chanter of the Minrathis Circle of Magi, 655 steel. We also have like a few here that perhaps we can go over later on. I believe we went over the Arrowfels. Yeah. So we have like the Long Walk, Ender Falls, Denerim, Dragon Cults, Culture of Ferelden, Politics of Ferelden, Navarra, and Equinari, Ravane, Legend of the Juggernaut, and Geography of Thedas. Let's go talk with some of the other party members. See if they have to say anything.
It speaks.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Never mind.
On then.
Do I perhaps have any gifts for them? Let's see. I have wine. And a golden scythe. Oh, chess and sack mead. Who would like wine? I don't know why, but I feel like it's something maybe Win may like. Let's see, I can just quick save here. Go down here again. Where is it? Wine. Win.
Oh, marvelous.
There you go. Is there anything else that we could give? These are not gifts, right? No. Oh well. Let's continue on. We can go to Stan.
You called.
I want to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak then.
Never
Then I
mind.
suggest we move on.
Any questions?
I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here.
We did this
Our
already.
farmers wish to be merchants. Very well.
Let's go. Let's see, does Alistair have anything to say?
Something you need, my dear?
Ooh, I had another dream about the archdemon.
Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think?
I think we need to be extra careful.
I thought we were already being extra careful. Does that mean we have to be extra careful now? Great. And there I was enjoying my nap. I guess one thing is certain at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight.
It is. Let's go over to Severin.
What say you?
Care to answer some questions?
By all means.
I think I did that. Okay, let's go to
Something I
Liliana.
can help with?
I'd like to talk to you.
Yes? What's on your mind?
I heard that in Orlais, minstrels are often spies.
Where did you hear this?
I read it in a history book.
And did you not think that this could be historical fact and no longer true? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are are what we call bards.
What's the difference?
Many use the two words minstrel and bard interchangeably, but to do so in Orlais would cause misunderstanding. Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
Patron? What sort of patron?
Nobles mostly. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
You were a bard, weren't you?
I have revealed too much, it seems, but it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past.
So that's where you learned to fight like that?
My skills served me well, but the day finally came when I decided to just put them aside. I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry, and when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to see the Maker brought me here.
That's fair enough. And then win.
What's on your mind?
I'd like to ask you something about the circle.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
I guess not. I think I will go, because in the last episode I said I was either gonna go to Orzammar or go back to Haven to slay the dragon. I think I'll go back to Haven first, and then we can go to Orzammar right afterwards. But before I do that, I think I haven't really changed the staffs of Win and Morrigan yet. Let's see, we have Winter's Breaths, which is plus 25 cold resistance, cold damage, and radiates cold. Plus 1 magic, plus 2 constitution, and plus 10% nature damage, spell power, and spirit damage, plus 1 magic, and plus 2 spell power. I think it's quite good for for a win. What about Morrigan's? Okay, plus 1. Perhaps I could give her this one, the oak branch. There we go. And let's move on then to here. Yes, please. Who shall we bring? I think I'll do Alistair, Liliana, and Win.
Yes.
There we go. And then let's go here to the village of Haven. No, wait, it was here. I made a mistake. Oh, that's a long way. We're traveling all the way from Dunrim. A battle? Or is it? It's a merchant. Let's see.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
I'll see that discount of yours. Let's see what he has. Okay, got some nice armor. Perhaps we can get this. Anything else here? It's mostly just bolts. I think I'm good. Let's continue on. Yes, please. Perhaps I could find the guy here for the Blackstone Irregulars, because I believe I still have to do that as well. Oh, never mind. There's a single guard here. Can do Mighty Blow. There we go. I don't know why he was there. I believe there was a chest here though that I didn't get yet. Yes, here.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Please do. There we go. We got a wooden kite shield and a love ladder. Nice, we needed that. So we got another update from here. And it says, "My dearest Virginia, True Royal, regarding bodice ripped, enclosed are 7 silver, and my most heartfelt apologies for said bodice. I would blame the cold ocean spray for the loss of my favorite shirt, the bucking of the stallion, or perhaps the strain of maintaining all such elements while sitting for a portrait. But I was certainly not myself. I hope you will forgive me and not take it upon yourself to find your own determined way in this world. Yours, Sir Rival Grouseman." There we go. Is that all, by the way? It looks like she also leveled up. We could put it like here and some in cunning. There we go. And perhaps we could unlock more here. So we have defensive fire, arrow of slaying, and suppressing fire. While active, the archer changes stance, receiving a bonus to defense, but slowing the rate of fire. With the master archer talent, the defense bonus increases. Okay, an arrow of slaying. The archer generates an automatic critical hit if the shot finds its target, although high-level targets may be able to ignore the effect. The archer suffers reduced stamina regeneration for a time. Master Archer adds an extra attack bonus. We can get that. There we go. And I think we should head out then. Perhaps it says somewhere here on the map where we could find the guy. I highly doubt it. Oh, there are some villages here though.
We consign these remains to the cleansing flames. Though the body perishes, the spirit endures. Beloved Andraste, accept the spirits of our brothers and sisters. Purify them in your fire and make them whole again. Lift them up to stand beside you in our Maker's halls. A moment of silence now for our lost fellows.
We talk with them?
We consign these remains to the cleansing flames. Though the body perishes,
I think we
the
did this
spirit
already.
endures. Beloved
It's her,
Andraste,
the one who defiled the temple.
Spirits of
The
our
murderer.
brothers and sisters.
May Andraste strike you down.
Purify them in your fire and make them whole again.
Here we
Stand
go.
beside you in our
Let's just head out here. And I think we may be able to find them there. There's a bunch of gravestones out here. Can we go there? Or is it just everyone that we killed? Let's see. Can we interact?
It is begun.
The LHC did it. In memory of Andrew, captain of Ostakar Tower Guard and champion of the Lovering Brew Fest. Here lies a man with regrets of many ailments, domed in the earth of his grave. Great-great-great-grandfather, Gaikix, Building 7. To do, Need writing pass. I got nothing. In loving memory of multiplayer. Horses, capes, barbarians, RIP. Jim, I can do access to the sword swallower.
I shall do it.
In memory of John Doe, human commoner. Jennifer Hepler, Queen of the Dwarfs. Hanoi unloved, unmourned.
It shall be done.
In memory of Oliver Darkstar, who fought the Darkspawn horde relentlessly for 4 years.
It is begun.
I told you I was sick.
Very well.
In memory of our faint Kenneth Bastard. In memory of Lowe's, forever frozen and never-ending winter nights. Ferret by another name, would he still...
Very well. As you say.
Stink?
I shall do it.
Question for the Black Rock Sword. What does it say? Be back soon, MB. Poor Elbrun, she couldn't...
As you say.
Even make it as a male blacksmith. Waiting to respawn. 9-8. What? Best tax evader.
Well.
In memory of Chris, who died in a crunch. He wanted a Mabari. I said keep it fed.
Very well.
And he didn't listen. Now he's here. Oh no. There's so many here. Let's continue on to Haven itself. Or, I mean, to the place where the dragon is. Here we go. Can head back out here. Yes, please. And go here. There we go. It shouldn't be far from here. I think it's around here, right? The opening. Here we go from here. And I believe it's at the end here. You can save for now. Yes, please. Here we go. Can stand here, and I believe it should be around here. But first I think we should maybe make some... I don't have anything. I don't think that's a good thing. Hold on a minute and I'll be right back. I'll go make some poultices and then we'll be able to continue on our merry way.
I lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
Why?
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Hunted? What for?
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her and because I enjoyed what I did.
How did she betray you?
You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
Important documents?
It turns out that they were. My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevara and Antiva among others. It was treason.
Isn't that what bards do?
Some. But I had always assumed Marjolaine only operated within Orlais. This was an unhappy surprise for me. My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
What do you mean?
I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
Ooh. What happened then?
The Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
How did you get out?
The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
And so you came to Ferelden, to Lovering.
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
Thank you for trusting me with this.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
Ooh, now we got a new codex from there as well. And it says there's more to Liliana than had ever been apparent at Lovering, however. She spent much of her life as a bard in Orlais, a minstrel, assassin, and a spy employed by the nobles of Val in their elaborate games of intrigue. Her decision to join the Chantry was not merely the product of her disenchantment with the life of a bard. Liliana was framed by her bard master and fled to escape execution as a traitor. Liliana takes her honor to the Lovering cloister that take her in and keeps symbols of Andraste's blessing close to her heart. Then we also have this, which is Major Cunning. Nice, I'm glad that we got to hear about that. It's very interesting. So the main reason why she came to Lovering is because she was portrayed as a traitor.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Okay, let's
I'm sure you'll be
get
pleased
what we
with the
need
goods my
from
boy
there.
and I have collected. And with your discount.
Here we are back, and I made some lesser health poultices, but also normal health poultices. There we go, and now we have to go here, somewhere at the bottom. There we go. Oh, hello. Jesus. Okay. Let's all attack it. There we go. Is this a lesser health or health? Okay, let's equip this. Liliana, you can take that. Alistair, you can do shield pummel. I can do critical strike. And then Wind can also take a lesser health. There we go. The dog, what are you doing? Can attack it and do overwhelm. There we go. I can get the rock armor on and arcane shield. Oh, we're stunned. Let's get this. There we go. I can do mighty blow. Alistair, you can do shield pommel. Liliana, let's get you a bit back perhaps. Oh, this is not good.
I am here.
I'm guessing you're healing her, yes. Okay, Liliana, you can do this perhaps, aim. I can do... Oh, it's got Alistair? Oh no. Can do mighty blow. And then win. We can do arcane bolt. Oh no, Alistair's already down it looks like. We can do stone fist. There we go. Perhaps I could get him back up. Can do that. You should take a lesser health, Liliana. I can do Sunder Arms. And then here we go. Where is it? To Alistair. Why is it not targeting it? There we go. Okay. We can also heal him up then. There we go. Take a health poultice. Same with me. Take a health poultice. Liliana, you can do a pinning shot. There we go. And I can do arcane bolt here. There we go. Could heal me up. There we go. Go here a bit. Can do arcane bolt. We're all stunned. I can do Sunder Arms. Alistair, you can do shield pommel. Liliana, you can perhaps do critical shot. There we go. Hello. Let's step back a bit. We can do arcane bolt. There we go. Alistair, you should take a health poultice.
Down.
And we can do stone fist.
I shall do so.
There we go. I should take also a health poultice and I can do Sunder Arms. No wait, there we go. And do shield pommel. You're doing good. Perhaps you could take a lesser health or... Nah, it's okay for now. I can take a lyrium potion.
Nothing.
There we go. And perhaps I can equip this as well. There we go. Alistair, you can do shield bash. I can do perfect striking. Liliana, you can do pinning shot. And then with me, with Win, I can do arcane bolt. Oh no. Okay. I could perhaps heal up Alistair wherever he may be. Let's get over it. Oh no, that was my mistake. Okay, Win is down, that's not good. We're doomed. Yeah, we're doomed. Okay, we can do Sunder Arms though. Liliana, you could do perhaps Song of Courage.
Need help?
Liliana's down. Alistair's down. Oh, no, not really. You can take a lesser health. There we go. The Thunder Arms. There you go. Can try that again. Never mind. I think the dragon is a bit too high level right now for me, so I can just continue on my journey to Orzammar, I think. Let's level up the dog a bit. We can get this. There we go. And let's get out of here and travel to Orzammar. New area unlocked. Nice. Let's change our party up a bit.
Horse feathers.
I'll do it like this.
Indeed.
There we go. Have Morrigan with us. And it should also be the case that the guy that has Stun's sword should be around here. Together with someone else that we have to recruit. Oh, hello. Bounty hunters? Can target them. Alistair, you can target them. Stan can target this one. There we go. And can do Mighty Blow. You can do Shield Pommel. Stan, you can do Mighty Blow. There we go. There's a mage here as well. You can do this. There we go. And we can also trigger the blizzard. Oh, I'm down. There we go. Oh, Stan is not doing amazing. Can do Thunder Arms. Alistair, you're doing good. Perhaps you can take a lesser health than Stan. I'm stunned. And Morrigan's gonna heal up Stan. Yep. There we go.
Let's finish this.
Can target them. And do Winter's Grasp. There we go. Target them. Perhaps I could stop the blizzard, or does it not stop like that? I can do lightning. There we go. Did they drop anything? Some of them did. We got a lesser injury kit. Some money. Lesser injury kit.
As you say.
Fire bullets and more money. Nice. Let's see. Do we have to go up here or is it around here? Ah, at least the same way it looks like. Let's see. Is there anything here that we could get? Or perhaps was there anything on the bridge?
Are we descending into the underground? The thought of so much rock over one's head is disquieting.
Ooh, you don't like it, Morrigan? This is my hometown. Here's where I'm from.
Let kings fight over kings. Trade needs to flow.
May the ancestors protect us all.
Hello, can't talk with them.
What business would the mighty Grey Wardens have with a man like me?
Ah, I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What was this about?
I hear you stole some supplies from the guild?
How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
Oh, here we go. Can target them, and we can do critical strike. Alistair can target them, and you can do shield pommel. Okay, is there anything else? There's one here. You can target them and do critical strike. There we go. Can do this perhaps. There we go. Target them. Do Winter's Grasp. How are you doing, Stan? Doing good. You can do Thunder Arms. There we go. And you can do Shield Pummel. Or Pummel Strike, sorry. And then I can do Mighty Blow. There we go. And there's this one dude left.
I think we work well together.
Nice. We got Frost here, guild supplies, and some money. So once we go back to Denerim, we could perhaps go to the Blackstone regulars and tell them about this. They didn't drop anything.
This is madness. They can't just shut down the city.
Oh, they're shutting down the city?
They think they're isolated now? Merchants won't risk this happening again.
What's happening? There's some gossip going on
Did you
here.
hear? Andraste's ashes have been found here in Ferelden too.
Mother Vorlin said that's just some hoax.
Mother Vorlin is a half-blind old cow. Everyone knows Andraste came from Ferelden. It makes sense they'd bring her ashes back here.
Those ashes are so old they'd be dust by now. I don't believe any of it.
Ooh. Let's see what the other dwarves here have to say.
Bloody dwarves will argue themselves into poverty if they aren't careful.
Oh, there's another apprentice here.
Only compared to some.
Okay, that conversation ended quickly.
What can I do for you?
I have a note here from your master.
This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Okay. Let's see. You have delivered all 3 notices of termination. Return to the Mages Collective for a reward. We could do that. Someone here.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
Did you lose your caste when you left Orzammar?
It's not your business. But like my father, I was born on the surface. We never had a caste to leave. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
How often do you restock in Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Never mind, I should go.
Best of luck to you.
I thought maybe we could get some of our wares from here.
They say no one goes in or out until the Assembly speaks.
Ooh.
They've lost all sense. Orzammar will starve.
I wonder what's going on exactly. Ah, there is the guy that may have our Stan's sword.
Well, they need us. The gate stays closed, that city starves.
Let's see, let's talk to them.
Step right, maker's breath. Oh, beg your pardon, friend. You, startled me a bit.
You are Farron, right?
You've, heard of me?
Where is my sword?
I don't know what you mean, sir.
How much do you want for it?
I don't have it. I swear by Andraste's knickers. I sold it on the way here.
Where is it now?
I sold it to a dwarf in Redcliffe, name of Dwin.
Wait, Dwin? I know him.
He's the one who has the sword, I promise you. Said he was a collector.
We'll see.
Ooh. So we have to go to Redcliffe to be able to get that? It didn't update.
I've told you what I can, I swear to you.
I'd like to see your wares.
Oh, certainly.
Okay. So, if he says that it's a twins, perhaps I could go back to him then. And let's see about that. there perhaps anything here that we could take? Oh, there's a gift. We can get that. And we can get that. There we go. Okay, I think I'll change up my party then, since Stan doesn't... His sword isn't here, apparently.
Blast and damnation!
I think I will bring Shale.
Yes,
And Morrigan.
indeed.
There we go. And let's see what is going on inside exactly. Everyone is saying that the city is
King
shutting
Logain
down.
will not suffer the delay of his appointed messenger.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Logain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Settled? Is this about my father?
You're the exile. Aye. Despite your brother Balin's best efforts, sorrow finished what your kinslaying started. Your father is dead.
Kinslayer? Oh, you're not getting in.
How did Endrin die?
Losing a son to murder and a daughter to exile. Who can blame him for seeking peace among the ancestors? The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I am a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Kaelin and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Logain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
What? She's a traitor and a kinslayer. You said it yourself. In the name of King Logain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Logain is the traitor who killed King Kaelin and Ostagar.
What? Lies and slander! King Logain will not suffer this. I will not suffer it. I'm his messenger.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Enemies approaching!
Oh, here we go. I believe there's a mage here. I can attack them. Can do this. Critical strike. Ooh, Alistair's not doing well. Can do shield pummel. Morrigan, you could perhaps do this. Let's see. It's gonna affect shield. There we go. Can do shield bash. I highly doubt it's gonna do a lot. I can do Sunder Arms. And perhaps we can do Winter's Grasp. There we go. Can do Mighty Blow. It's almost done. There we go.
Run in fear.
Alistair, please take a health poultice. There we go. I can attack them and do pommel strike. Let's get you out of here. And perhaps, Shale, you can turn this on. And do that.
You will squish satisfyingly beneath.
Oh, oh no. Here we go. I can do Sunder Arms. There we go. Let's get you healed up, Morrigan. Take that. Are you better now? Yes. There we go. Can take this. That. And this.
It shall be done.
There we go. Got an injury kit from that. Nice. And let's go back up then. And get into Orzammar.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
I wonder what it's like now. Seek out Steward Bandalore. Speak to the lords of the assembly. The leadership of Orzammar is in chaos. Addressing the assembly seems like the likely place to start looking for a solution. The chamber of the assembly is in the Diamond Quarter.
Atrast Vala, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. You left chaos to fester in your house, but we must respect your new role. Fair journeys, Warden.
I've never been here before.
They say the Darkspawn have left for the surface.
There's a blight coming.
For the love of paragons, please. Bread. Please, sir. Just a bit of bread.
Something here. The paragons. Let's see. As I studied among the dwarves, I became aware that their social system was as rigid as the stone that surrounded them. From the lowest servant to the king of Orzammar, each dwarf has a caste, a rigid social standing, which dictates what he may do and how he may do it. What fascinated me then was that the dwarves, stubborn and proud as they may be, have built in a way for even the lowliest dwarf to bypass the caste system and reach prominence. Any dwarf who has made an achievement of significance can be named paragon, elevating that dwarf above all others. To become a paragon is to be recognized as essentially a living ancestor. Your words are considered inevitable, and the dwarves liken you unto a god. Your family, those who choose to ascend with you, become the founders of a new line of nobility. Indeed, every existing noble house among the dwarves traces its line back to a founding paragon. It is a rare thing, however. In my visit, I learned that only one paragon has been elected in generations. The smith Bronca, exalted for her discovery of smokeless coal. I met the paragon Bronca only once during my stay, and I consider it an odd occasion indeed. Surrounded by those of her house, this ill-tempered woman has draped in the finest clothing and jewelry, and was obviously revered even above the highest nobles, perhaps above even the king, yet she seemed to enjoy none of it. The burden of being a living legend is great, it appears. Statues of the paragons are found throughout Orzammar, though nowhere so prominently than in the Hall of Heroes, through which one passes on entering from the surface. It is a breathtaking sight to behold, great works of stone, all seeming to hold up the ceiling above. It is meant to impress upon visitors to Orzammar of all who have gone before, I think. It is also meant to remind dwarves going to the surface, and thus abandoning their brethren forever, of all they are leaving behind. From Stone Halls of the Dwarves by Brother Genitavi, Chantry Scholar. I believe there's more here. An explanation of the paragons.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Bronca, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Jesus. Is there more around here?
They say the Darkspawn have left for the surface.
This is all the same codex, I imagine?
Your Highness, you live. We heard what happened. It was an injustice. My master is writing another book about the Idukans. He believes that Prince Balin set you up.
He did set me up.
My master has not forgotten how you defended him from Brunton Volney. May Orzammar be kinder to you than the last time you walked the roads.
Ah, is it the guy that we defended before? See something here? Another one. And Paragon Shilden. Do we talk with them?
I trust Vala, Warden.
Not really.
I understand the Swamp Witch is out to slay its own mother.
Entirely in self-defense.
So it claims. It could not have been its plan from the very beginning, then.
I knew nothing about my mother's intentions prior to finding the book. 'Twas your notion I arranged that.
Unnecessary, considering it is the only one who can read the book. It could just as well be a journal or a book of recipes.
Would you like me to teach you how to read the book? Then you can see for yourself.
Now it is testing me.
Well, do you care enough to learn or no?
No, I do not care.
Then leave me be.
Oh, there's something here. The key to the city. Let's see. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the Thaig is at a premium, but the intended function of the hall merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the paragons must be the core of the hall of heroes. There is no other placement that so benefits dwarven interest. It is the first glimpse that service ambassadors have of Orzammar, an introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which we were born. They must see it shaped before they can understand the complexity of its raw form. The hall must also serve a second purpose, as a last sight for departing brethren. Those who choose to leave must do so with the heavy gaze of their ancestors at their backs. It is a reminder of duty and of consequence. We will promote all manner of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. From a report of the Assembly Zoning Commission. That's interesting. So it's very like, oh, if you leave to go to the service as a dwarf, all of the paragons and like ancestors are looking down upon you, and it's like a bad thing. But at the same time, if you aren't a dwarf and you come from the surface to go to Orzammar, it's like, oh, look at all of these people, look at our ancestors, how great we were. Let's continue down here and see how Orzammar itself is doing.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor.
Oh, Harrimond?
None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrimond was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these Deshras in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You will not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Ooh. Jesus. Balin becoming a fucking tyrant, I see.
Blind idiots. I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodding fool, I'll have him in the Legion.
Let's see if we can talk with him.
Exile, you were not to show your face here again. I have enough crime to deal with. I shouldn't have to dump you back in the deep roads.
I have a new house, the Grey Wardens.
That's right. You found pity topside. The Wardens should have better sense when choosing allies. Surfacers and their cloud-addled heads. Fine, oh illustrious Grey Warden. What do you want?
Where's Balin? I have unfinished business with him.
I'll wager you do. But with your history, you won't get near him. Make your appeals to Vartag Gavorn, Balin's voice in the Assembly. Sorry, Warden, but the ancestors know your place.
Can a city function like this?
Blame yourself for that. The deaths in your house brought us here. And still the tavern is open, and the market is busy. Orzammar has suffered worse. The ancestors will see us through.
The Blight is coming, and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Paragons?
Are you sure you're still a dwarf? Ancestors have patience. If Bronca could hear this, well, I wouldn't be standing in dried blood. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
I should get going.
Yes, you should.
So we have a new quest. Let's see. Fartok Gavorn. Speak to Prince Balin's second in command. Prince Balin is one of the 2 men who could take the throne. To earn an audience with Balin, you must speak to Fartok Gavorn, his second in command. Fartok may be found in the assembly chamber, which is in the Diamond Headquarter. Or just Diamond Quarter.
Wow.
I'm guessing we should choose sides.
So this is Orzammar. It's huge.
It really is. Interesting. Let's see. So, which way is which? This is the Proving Grounds. Diamond Headquarters there. Figor's Imports. Hall of Heroes. Janar's Armorers. Something here. Tapesters Tavern. I see. And Dusttown. And Brother Burkle. Which way is this? This goes to the other side, okay. Let's look around here a bit then. Perhaps we can go in here? Let's see. Oh, we can. Hello.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Are you part of the Smith cast?
Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fold and tacet, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face you're not a smith yourself.
You know anything about what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Let me see what's in your store.
Of course. Keep in mind we also take items on trade.
Yeah. Let's see if there's any gifts. Doesn't look like it. There's a pretty good shield though. Ooh, this is pretty good, but it's quite a lot. Okay. Perhaps we could come back some other time here then. In the meantime, we can just continue on. Here we go. There's someone here, it looks like.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn.
She lost her son?
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? I can move aside. I don't have much to bring them.
Did I hear you mention your son?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Rak. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return? Your son is missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Do you want me to look for him?
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company packing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return.
So we have a mother's hope. Find Filda's son, Rock. You met a woman named Filda in the Orzammar Commons who was praying for her son, Rock, a smith who was lost on a deep roads expedition 5 years ago. Filda does not know if Rock is alive or dead. Dead or worse. You have agreed to look for signs of Rock in the deep roads. We can do that. I think I will leave this episode here for now, and then in the next episode we can explore all of Orzammar here, and then go to the Diamond headquarters as well, and figure out what is going on exactly here. It looks like there's a big split between like Harrowmon supporters and Balin supporters, and I'm quite curious how that's gonna go down exactly. So, I guess hopefully we will get some of those answers in the next episode. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye!